Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And this I think this is the week we get Exodus done. We will see. Let me see how much longer we have. We have 39, we're on 25. There's a chance. There's a good chance if my battery's better. I mean, I think I did some stuff with my battery, but we'll see. But yeah, we're gonna start at 25:1. And yeah, pause the video now if you need to get caught up. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Yeah, let's get into it. 25:1. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, have them bring me an offering. From everyone who gives it willingly, with his heart you shall take my offering. And this is the offering which you shall take from them: gold, silver, and bronze, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, fine linen, and goat's hair, ram skins dyed red, badger skins, and acacia wood. Acacia wood. I don't know. Oil for the light, and spices for the anointing oil, and for the sweet incense, onyx stones and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. And let them make me a sanctuary, and I will dwell among them. According to all that I show you, that is, the pattern of the tabernacle, and the pattern of all is its furnishings, just so you shall make it. And they shall make an ark of acacia wood. 2.5 cubits shall be its length, and 1.5 cubits its width, and 1.5 cubits its height. And you shall overlay it with pure gold, inside and out you shall overlay it, and shall make it a molding of gold all around. You shall cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in its 4 corners. 2 rings shall be on one side, and 2 rings on the other side. And you shall make poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. You shall put the poles into the rings of the sides of the ark, that the ark may be carried by them. The poles shall be in the rings of the ark, they shall not be taken from it. And you shall put into the ark the testimony which I give you. You shall make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2.5 cubits shall be its length, and 1.5 cubits its width. And you shall make 2 cherubim of gold, of hammered work. You shall make them at the 2 ends of the mercy seat. Make 1 cherub at one end, and the other cherub at the other end. You shall make the cherubim at the 2 ends of it one piece with the mercy seat. And the cherubim, or whatever, shall stretch out their wings above, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and shall face one another. The faces of the cherubim shall be toward the mercy seat. You shall put the mercy seat at the top of the ark, and in the ark you shall put the testimony that I will give you. And there I will meet with you, and I will speak with you from above the mercy seat, which between the 2 cherubim, which are on the ark of the testimony, about everything which I give you in commandment to the children of Israel. You shall also make a table of acacia wood. 2 cubits shall be its length, and 1 cubit its width, and 1.5 cubits its height. And you shall overlay it with the pure gold, and make a molding of gold all around. You shall make for it a frame of hand breadth all around, and you shall make a gold molding for the frame all around. You shall make for it 4 rings of gold, and put the rings on the 4 corners that are at its 4 legs. The rings shall be close to the frame, as holders for the poles to bear the table. You shall make the poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold, and the table may be carried with them. You shall make its dishes, its pans, its pitchers, its bowls for pouring. You shall make them of pure gold, and you shall set the show bread on the table before me always. 31. You shall also make lampstand of pure gold. A lampstand shall be of hammered work, its shaft, its branches, its bowls, its ornamental knobs, ornatial knobs, and flowers shall be of one piece. and 6 branches shall come out of its sides, 3 branches of the lampstand out of one side, and 3 branches of the lampstand out of the other side. Ugh. 3 bowls shall be made like almond blossoms on one branch, with an ornamental knob and a flower, and 3 bowls made like almond blossoms on the other branch, with the oriental knob and a flower. And so for the 6 branches that come out of the lampstand, on the lampstand itself, 4 bowls shall be made like almond blossoms, each with its oriental knob and flower. And there shall be a knob under the first 2 branches of the same, a knob under the second branches of the same, and a knob under the third 2 branches of the same, according to its 6 branches that extend from the lampstand. Ooh. Their knobs and their branches shall be of one piece. All of it shall be one hammered piece of pure gold. You shall make 7 lamps for it, and they shall arrange its lamps so that they give light in the front of it. And its wick trimmers and their trays shall be of pure gold. It shall be made of talent of pure gold, and all these utensils. And see it that you make them according to the pattern which was shown you on the mountain. Huh. Moreover, you shall make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine woven line and blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and with artistic design of cherubim you shall weave them. The length of each curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the width of each curtain 4 cubits, and every one of the curtains shall have the same measurements. 5 curtains shall be coupled to one another, and the other 5 curtains shall be coupled to one another. And you shall make loops of blue yarn on the edge of the curtain on the selvage of one set, likewise you shall do on the outer edge of the other curtain of the second set. 50 loops you shall make in the one curtain, and 50 loops you shall make on the edge of the curtain that is on the end of the second set, and that the loops may be clasped to one another. You shall make 50 clasps of gold, and couple the curtains together with the clasps, so that it may be one tabernacle. You shall also make curtains of goat's hair to be a tent over the tabernacle. You shall make 11 curtains. The length of each curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the width of each curtain 4 cubits. And the 11 curtains shall all have the same measurements. And you shall couple 5 curtains by themselves and 6 curtains by themselves, and you shall double over the 6th curtain at the forefront of the tent. You shall make 50 loops on the edge of the curtain that is the outermost in one set, 50 loops on the edge of the curtain of the second set. And you shall make 50 bronze clasps, put the clasps into the loops, and couple the tent together that it may be one. The remnant that remains of the curtains of the tent, and the half curtains that remains, shall hang over the back of the tabernacle. And the cubit on one side and a cubit on the other side of what remains of the length of the curtains of the tent shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle on this side and on that side to cover it. You shall also make a covering of the ram's skins dyed red for the tent, and a covering of badger skins above that. And for the tabernacle you shall make the boards of acacia wood standing up straight. 10 cubits shall be the length of a board, and 1.5 cubits shall be the width of each board. 2 tenons shall be in each board for binding one to another. Thus you shall make for all the boards of the tabernacle. You shall make the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards for the south side. You shall make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under each of the boards for its 2 tenons. And for the second side of the tabernacle, the north side, there shall be 20 boards, and there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under each board. For the far side of the tabernacle westward you shall make 6 boards, and you shall make 2 boards for the 2 back corners of the tabernacle. They shall be coupled together at the bottom, and they shall be coupled together at the top by one ring. Thus it shall be for both of them. They shall be for the two corners, so they shall be 8 boards with their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under each of the boards. You shall make bars of acacia wood, 5 for the boards of one side of the tabernacle, 5 bars for the boards on the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle from the far west side. Westward. From the far side westward. The middle bar shall pass through the midst of the boards from end to end. You shall overlay the boards with gold and make their rings of gold as holders for the bars, and overlay the bars with gold. And you shall rise up the tabernacle according to its pattern, which you were shown on the mountain. You shall make a veil woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen. It shall be woven with artistic design of the cherubim, and you shall hang it upon the 4 pillars of acacia wood overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be gold upon 4 sockets of silver. You shall hang the veil from the clasps, and you shall bring the ark of testimony in there behind the veil. The veil shall be a divider for you between the holy place and the most holy. You shall put the mercy seat upon the ark of testimony in the most holy. You shall set the table outside the veil, and the lampstand across from the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south, and you shall put the table on the north side. You shall make a screen for the door of the tabernacle, woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven line made by a weaver. You shall make for the screen 5 pillars of acacia wood, and overlay them with gold. Their hooks shall be golden. You shall cast 5 sockets of bronze for them. 27. You shall make an altar of acacia wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits wide, and the altar shall be square. Its height shall be 3 cubits. You shall make its horns on its 4. You shall make its horns on the 4 corners. Its horns shall be one piece with it. You shall overlay it with bronze. Also, you shall make its pans and receive its ashes, its shovels, and its basins, and its forks, and its fire pans, and you shall make all of its utensils of bronze. You shall make a grate for it, a network of bronze, and on the network you shall make 4 bronze rings and its 4 corners. You shall put it under the rim of the altar beneath, that the network may be midway up the altar. You shall make poles for the altar, poles of acacia wood, and overlay them with bronze. The poles shall be put in the rings, and the poles shall be on the 2 sides of the altar to bear it. You shall make it hollow with boards, and as it was shown to you on the mountain, so shall they make it. You shall also make the court of the tabernacle. For the south side there shall be hangings for the court made of fine woven line, 100 cubits long for one side. And its 20 pillars and their 20 sockets shall be bronze. The hooks of pillars and their bands shall be silver. Likewise, along the length of the north side there shall be hanging 100 cubits long with its 20 pillars and their 20 sockets of bronze, and the hooks of the pillars and their bands of silver. And along the width of the court on the west side shall be hangings of 50 cubits, and their 10 pillars and their 10 sockets. The width of the court on the east side shall be 50 cubits. The hanging of one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits with their 3 pillars and their 3 sockets. And on the other side shall be hanging of 15 cubits and their 3 pillars and their 3 sockets. For the gate of the court there shall be a screen 20 cubits long, woven of blue, purple, and scarlet thread, a fine woven line made by a weaver. It shall have 4 pillars and 4 sockets. All the pillars around the court shall have bands of silver. Their hooks shall be of silver, and their sockets of bronze. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, the width of 50 throughout, the height of 50 cubits, made of fine woven linen, and the sockets of bronze. All the utensils of the tabernacle for all of its service, its pegs, and all the pegs of the court shall be of bronze. And you shall command the children of Israel that they bring you pure oil of pressed olives for the light, to cause the lamp to burn continually. In the tabernacle of meeting outside the veil which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall tend it from evening until morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever to their generations on behalf of the children of Israel. 28. Now take Aaron your brother and his sons with him from among the children of Israel, that he may minister to me as a priest. Aaron and Aaron's sons, Nadab, Abinu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. You shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother, for glory and for beauty. You shall speak to all who are gifted artisans, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, and they may take Aaron's garments to consecrate him, and he may minister to me as a priest. And these are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate, an ephod, a robe, a skillfully woven tunic, a turban, and a sash. So they shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother and his sons, that he may minister to me as a priest. Then take the gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and the fine linen, and they shall make ephod, a gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, a fine woven linen, artistically worked. It shall have 2 shoulder straps joined to its edges, and so it shall be joined together. An artistically woven band of ephod which is on it shall be of the same workmanship, made of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen. Then you shall take 2 onyx stones and engrave on them the names of the sons of Israel, 6 of their names on one stone, and 6 names on the other stone, in the order of their birth, which the work of an engraver in the stone, like the engravings of a signet. You shall engrave the 2 stones with the names of the sons of Israel. You shall set them in settings of gold. And you shall put the 2 stones on the shoulders of ephod as memorial stones for the sons of Israel. So Aaron shall bear their names before the Lord on his 2 shoulders as a memorial. You shall also make settings of gold, and you shall make 2 chains of pure gold like braided cords, and fasten the braided chains to the settings. Ooh. You shall make the breastplate of judgment, artistically woven according to the workmanship of ephod. You shall make it of gold, blue, purple, and scarlet thread, and fine woven linen. You shall make it. It shall be doubled into a square, a span which its length, and the span shall be its width. You shall put settings of stones in it, 4 rows of stones. The first row shall be sardius, a topaz, and an emerald. This shall be the first row. The second row shall be turquoise, sapphire, and diamond. The third row, a jacinth, an agate, and an amethyst. And the fourth row, a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper, and there shall be a set in gold settings. And the stones shall have the names of the sons of Israel, 12 according to their names, like the engravings of a signet, with each one engravings of a signet, each one with its own name. There shall be according to the 12 tribes. You shall make chains for the breastplate at the end, like braided cords of pure gold. Of pure gold. And you shall make 2 rings for the gold breastplate, and put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. You shall put the 2 braided chains of gold in the 2 rings which are on the ends of the breastplate. And the 2 other ends of the 2 braided chains you shall fasten to the 2 settings. Put them on the shoulder straps of ephod in the front. You shall make 2 rings of gold and put them on 2 ends of the breastplate on the edge of it, which is the inner side of the ephod. 2 rings of gold you shall make and put them on the 2 shoulder straps underneath the ephod toward its front, right at the seam above the intricately woven band of ephod. They shall bind the breastplate, which means of its rings, to the rings of the ephod, using a blue cord, so it was above the intricately woven band of ephod, and so the breastplate does not come loose from ephod. So Aaron shall bear the names of the sons of Israel on the breastplate of judgment over his heart when he goes into the holy place as a memorial before the Lord continually. You shall put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim and the Thummim, I guess, and they shall be over Aaron's heart, and he goes in before the Lord. So Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel over his heart before the Lord continually. You shall make the robe of ephod all blue, and there shall be an opening for his head in the middle of it. It shall have a woven binding all around its opening, like the opening in the coat of a male, so that it does not tear. And upon its hem you shall make pomegranates of blue, purple, and scarlet all around its hem, and bells of gold between them all around. A golden bell of pomegranate, a golden bell and a pomegranate upon the hem of the robe all around. And it shall be upon Aaron when he ministers, and its sound will be heard, and he goes into the holy place before the Lord, and when he comes out, that he may not die. You shall also make a plate of pure gold and engrave on it like an engraving of a signet. Holiness to the Lord. And you shall put it on a blue cord. That's a signet, by the way. Holiness to the Lord. And you shall put on it on a blue cord, and it may be a turban. It shall be the front of the turban, and so it shall be on Aaron's forehead, that Aaron may bear the iniquity of the holy things which the children of Israel hallow in all of their holy gifts, and it shall always be on his forehead, and they may be accepted before the Lord. You shall skillfully weave the tunic of fine linen thread, and you shall make the turban of fine linen, and you shall make the sash of woven work. For Aaron's sons you shall make tunics, and you shall make the sashes for them, and you shall make hats for them, for glory and beauty. So you shall put them on Aaron your brother and his sons with him. You shall anoint them, consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister to me as priests. You shall make for them linen trousers to cover their nakedness. They shall reach from the waist to the thighs. They shall be on Aaron, on his sons when they come into the tabernacle of meeting, or when they come near the altar to minister in the holy place. They do not inquire and die. Wow. It shall be a statue forever to him and his descendants after him. 29. And this is what you shall do to them, to hallow them for ministering to me as priest. Take 1 young bull and 2 rams without blemish, and the uncleaved bread, and unleavened cakes mixed with oil, and the unleavened wafers anointed with oil. You shall make them of wheat flour. Uno momento. You shall put them in 1 basket, and bring them in the basket with the bull and the 2 rams. And Aaron and his sons you shall bring to the door of the tabernacle of meeting, and you shall wash them with water. You shall take the garments and put the tunic on Aaron, and the robe of ephod, the ephod, and the breastplate, and gird him with intricately woven band of ephod. You shall put the turban on his head, and put the holy crown on the turban. You shall take the anointing oil, pour it on his head, and anoint him. And you shall bring his sons, and put tunics on them. And you shall gird them with sashes, Aaron and his sons, and put the hats on them. The priesthood shall be theirs for a perpetual statute. So you shall consecrate Aaron and his sons. You shall also have the bull brought before the tabernacle of the meeting, and Aaron and his sons shall put their hands on the head of the bull, and you shall kill the bull before the Lord by the door of the tabernacle of meeting. You shall take some of the blood of the bull and put it on the horns of the altar with your finger, and pour all the blood besides the base of the altar. You shall take all the fat that covers the entrails, the fatty lobe attached to the liver, the 2 kidneys, and the fat that is on them, and burn them on the altar. But the flesh of the bull with its skin and offal you shall burn with fire outside the camp. It is a sin offering. You shall also take 1 ram, and Aaron and his sons shall put their hands on the head of the ram. You shall kill the ram, and take its blood, and sprinkle it all around the altar. You shall cut the ram in pieces, wash its entrails and its legs, and put them with its pieces and with its head. Alright, guys. You stopped recording again, so sorry. But we're gonna start from 18. We're just gonna read back and get this whole thing done. We'll get to 30 today, so I don't blow up my iPhone, I guess. But and you shall burn the whole ram on the altar. It is a burnt offering to the Lord. It was a sweet aroma and an offering made by the fire to the Lord. You shall also take another ram, and Aaron and his son shall put their hands on the head of the ram. And you shall kill the ram, and take some of its blood, and put it on the tip of the right ear of Aaron, and on the tip of the right ear of his sons, on the thumb of their right hand, and on the big toe of their right foot, and sprinkle the blood all around on the altar. You shall take some of the blood that is on the altar, and some of the anointing oil, and sprinkle it on Aaron and on his garments, on his sons, and on the garments of his sons with him. And he and his garment shall be hallowed, and his sons' garments with him. Also you shall take the fat of the ram, the fat tail, the fat that covers the entrails, the fatty lobe attached to the liver, the 2 kidneys, and the fat on them, and the right thigh, for it is a ram of consecration. 1 loaf of bread, 1 cake made with oil, and 1 wafer from the basket of unleavened bread that is before the Lord. And you shall put all these in the hands of Aaron and in the hands of his sons, and you shall wave them as a wave offering before the Lord. You shall revive them back from their hands and burn them on the altar as a burnt offering, as a sweet aroma before the Lord, and it is an offering made by fire to the Lord. Hold on. You shall take the breast of the ram of Aaron's consecration, and wave it as a wave offering before the Lord, and it shall be your portion. And from the ram of the consecration you shall consecrate the breast of the wave offering which is waved, and the thigh of the heave offering which is raised, of that which is Aaron, of that which is for his sons. It shall be for the children of Israel, for Aaron and for his sons by the statute forever. For it is a heave offering, and it shall be a heave offering from the children of Israel, from the sacrifices of their peace offerings, that is, their heave offering to the Lord. And the holy garments of Aaron and his sons after him, to be anointed in them, to be consecrated in them. That son who becomes priest in the place shall put them on for 7 days when he enters the tabernacle of meeting to minister in the holy place. You shall take the ram of the consecration and boil its flesh in the holy place. Then Aaron and his sons shall eat the flesh of the ram and the bread that is in the basket by the door of the tabernacle of meeting. They shall eat those things with which the anointment was made to consecrate and sanctify them, but the outer layer shall not eat them, because they are holy. And if any of the flesh of the consecration offerings of the bread remains until morning, you shall burn the remainder with fire. It shall not be eaten, because it is holy. Thus you shall do to Aaron and his sons according to all that I have commanded you. 7 days you shall consecrate them. You shall offer a bull every day as a sin offering for anointment. You shall cleanse the altar when you make anointment for it, and you shall anoint it to sanctify it. 7 days you shall anoint for the altar and sanctify it, and the altar shall be the most holy. Whatever touches the altar must be holy. Now, this is, you shall offer on the altar 2 lambs of the first year, day by day, continually. 1 lamb you shall offer in the morning, and the other lamb you shall offer at twilight. With 1 lamb shall be 1/10 of an ephah of flour mixed with 1/4 of hin from pressed oil, 1/4 of hin as of wine as a drinking offering. And the other lamb you shall offer at twilight. You shall offer it with grain offering, and the drink offering as in the morning for a sweet aroma, and offering made by fire to the Lord. This shall be a continual burnt offering throughout your generations at the door of the tabernacle of meeting before the Lord, when I will meet you to speak with you. And there I will meet the children of Israel, and the tabernacle shall be sanctified by my glory. So I will consecrate the tabernacle of meeting and the altar. I will also consecrate both Aaron and his sons to minister to me as priests. I will dwell among the children of Israel, and I will be their God. And they shall know that I am the Lord their God, who brought them out of the land of Egypt, that I may dwell among them. I am the Lord their God. 30 is where we're going to stop it today. Sadly, I was really hoping to get further, but when in Rome, I suppose. Sadly, I mean, we're just going to have to deal with it, which sucks, but let's hope next time we're able to finish it and get to Numbers. Leviticus is next. Little guy. So we'll get to Leviticus next, hopefully. We still got to do a review on Exodus and everything, you know, that's just how I'm going to start doing things. Let's just hope, though, that a brother can hope. But I appreciate everyone for coming and watching. I can't wait to continue doing these videos every Sunday, even if it's a 5-minute video. If my storage ends up that bad, we'll just have to do it, I guess. 5-minute videos for forever. No, I would never do that. I would have to start doing something else. I would just have to, at that point. But these are getting shorter as well, so I'm gonna keep trying to do what I'm doing, and let's hope that we can continue. I appreciate everyone for showing up a week after week, and if you want to, you can leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you want, if you aren't already. Well, yeah, I appreciate, like I said, everyone for coming again, and I hope everyone has a blessed week, and yeah. Laters, Gator. See you next week.